Now we'll start this question 5 of exercise 2.4. In this question you have to factorize. These are all cubic polynomials. So see how to factorize cubic polynomials. The method is little different from quadratic ones. So in this question, what we are going to do, we are going to use hit and trial method. There is one theorem which is called factor theorem, but that is not of very much of use. So we are going to use hit and trial method to solve all these cubic polynomials. So first you see this question, in this question this is x cube minus 2x square minus x plus 2. So this is very basic question. You can see if you take common in first two terms, the common is x square, and this will be then x minus 2. And if you take minus 1 in these two terms, last two terms, then it will become minus 1. You take common, then it is x minus 2. So you can see that the brackets have come same. So now you can write that x square minus 1, and this you can write x minus 2. But this is not the complete answer, because you know that this is the cubic polynomial, so it can have maximum 3 factors. We should try maximum 3 factors to get. Now here you can see this is x square minus 1. So 1 can be written as x square minus 1. You can write that 1 as 1 square. This is x minus 2. And now you know that a minus b, a plus b is, this is x minus 1, this is x plus 1, and this is x minus 2. So this is the question in which we have not used hit and trial method, but rest of the questions will be using hit and trial method. What that hit and trial method is, I'll explain you very slow so that you can understand that better. To begin with hit and trial method, we should always look for that constant number. Here you can see the constant is 5. So we should find all the factors with plus minus sign. So factors of 5 can be plus minus 1 comma plus minus 5. So we will get at least one of the factor out of these 4 numbers, plus minus 1 and plus minus 5. So out of these 4 numbers, plus minus 1 and plus minus 5, we should try, like we should put x equal to 1 first in this polynomial, then we should put x equal to minus 1 in this polynomial. If we get 0, then our method can proceed further. If we do not get 0 even after putting x equal to 1 or x equal to minus 1, then we should go to x equal to 5 or x equal to minus 5. But mostly you will get answer within these two factors, smaller factors. So let's try this. Now this I am assuming that this as px. So px I am letting this as px, x cube minus 3x square minus 9x minus 5. So I am putting x equal to 1 first. So this is 1 cube minus 3, 1 square minus 9 into 1 minus 5. So now you can see this is 1 minus 3 minus 9 minus 5. So this is not coming as equal to 0. So this is 12, 12, 17. This is minus 16, which is not equal to 0. So we'll not stop here with this one. We again try for minus 1. So this minus 1, this is minus 1 cube minus 3 minus 1 square minus 9 minus 1 minus 5. So this is minus 1, this is minus 3, and this is plus 9, this is minus 5. So now we check, this is minus 4, and here it is also, this is minus 4, and 9 minus 5 is again plus 4. So this time we are getting 0. So just when you get one value of x which makes your polynomial as 0, so you stop it there. Now x, what we can say from this, that x equal to minus 1 is a factor of px, because after putting x equal to minus 1, we are getting the value of the polynomial as 0. Or you can say that x plus 1, you bring this minus 1 to this side, x plus 1 is a factor of px. Here we can also say x equal to minus 1 is a 0 of px. So better term is 0. Rather than we say factor, we say this is the 0 of the polynomial. So we can change this also. We can say this is 0 of the polynomial. So but in next line, this is sure that you can say x plus 1 is a factor of px. Now after getting the first factor, we will go with the long division, x plus 1, and we'll take this x cube minus 3x square minus 9x, and this is minus 5. So now we do the long division and we see what we get the quotient, but this is sure that you are going to get remainder as 0 because this is the factor. So first term will be your x square. So how this x square I have got? You know that the rule is that you take the first term of the dividend and divide it by the first term of the divisor. So x cube upon x, this is x square. So x square will become your first term of the quotient. Now this x square should be multiplied by these two terms. So first term will be x cube minus, and this becomes x square. Now you change the sign and this is also changed. Now this first term will the first pair will get cancelled. This is minus 3x square, this is minus x square. So you can write this minus 4x square minus 9x minus 5. Now again you divide minus 4x square by x. So you are going to get minus 4x. So when you divide this, you multiply now, minus 4x square it will be, and then minus 4x. Now change the sign, this is plus, this got cancelled, minus 9x, and this is minus 5x, and this is minus 5. Now next you divide minus 5x by x. So you get minus 5. So minus 5, now you multiply this, minus 5x, 5 should be multiplied by x. So this is minus 5x and then it is minus 5. Now this plus, both got cancelled, remainder has come as 0. You always make sure that when you follow this hidden trial method, when you divide the given polynomial by one of the factor, your remainder must be 0. If it is coming 0, it means your long division is correct. Now we factorize that, we will write that quotient as qx, which is x square minus 4x minus 5. Now this x square minus 4x minus 5 can be factorized using splitting method. So splitting method now I am using directly. X square, this is you can write this 5x plus x minus 5. Now this you can take x common, so x minus 5. From here you can take 1 common, so x minus 5. Now you can see this can be written as x plus 1 and this can be written as x minus 5. So now therefore you can write this x cube minus 2x square minus x plus 2 as, because now you have got all three factors. So you may write it like first factor was x plus 1, second factor is also x plus 1, and third factor is x minus 5. So this is what your answer is. So I am just making this in the rectangular box. So this is the final answer, and this is done by using hit and trial method. Now we'll take this question number, this third part, that x cube plus 13x square plus 32x plus 20. So let's see, this last constant term is 20. So if I want to write the factors of 20, then I can write this plus minus 1, plus minus 2, plus minus 4, plus minus 5, plus minus 10, plus minus 20. So there are, you can see many factors are there. And so we'll start from plus 1 and minus 1. So now, but you can be a smart worker also. Here you see that x equal to 1 cannot make this polynomial as 0 because all terms are positive, there is no negative. So rather than putting x equal to 1, you can start with x equal to minus 1. But if in case you don't get answer at after putting x equal to minus 1, then you can do for plus minus 2. Max to max you will get answer within 2-3 attempts, and then after this you can go with your hit and trial method with the help of long division. So I am not going to put this x equal to 1, so I am going to put x equal to minus 1. So x equal to minus 1 I am putting, so this becomes minus 1 cube plus 13 minus 1 square, and this becomes 32 minus 1, this is plus 20. So now this becomes minus 1, this becomes plus 13, and this becomes minus 32, and this becomes 20. So you can see this now that this minus, this is 30 plus, and this minus, so answer is coming minus 32 plus 32, so it is coming as 0. So now we have got one factor, so I can say therefore now x, you bring this here, so x equal to minus 1 is 0 of px, but also you can write this that x plus 1 is a factor of px. Now we go with long division, x plus 1, you can say x plus 1, do the long division, this is x cube, this is plus 13x square, and this is plus 32x, and this is 20. So now we do the long division. And why I'm saying this, you do long division, because ultimately you will get factors out of these numbers. You can see 1 2 3 4 5 6, there are total 12 numbers. If I use factor theorem, then I have to check for everyone, every factor. So 1 plus 1 minus 1 plus 2 minus 2 plus 4 minus 4 plus 5 minus 5 plus 10 minus 10 and plus 20 minus 20. So this way it's going to be very long method and not advisable from my point of view, from my side at least. So, but if you want to go for a factor theorem, you can go and you can find 3 such factors, but ultimately you will stuck up somewhere, because this method, factor theorem, this method, or you can say factor theorem, is not helpful. Only this hit and trial method is the most useful method to solve or to factorize this cubic polynomial. Now we do the long division. So long division, you see the first term will be your x square, this becomes x cube, and this will become x square. So this is minus, you can cancel this, and this becomes 12x square, this is 32x plus 20. Now you divide this 12x square by x, so you get 12x. Now 12x you multiply, then 12x square, and then it will be 12x, this minus this got cancelled, this is 20x, and this is plus 20. Now you can take this as 20x divided by x, so this is 20, so this becomes 20x plus 20, minus both will get cancelled. Your answer is coming now 0. So if your remainder is coming 0, it means your long division is perfect, there is no problem. So now we take quotient as qx, so we can do the splitting of middle term, 12x plus 20. So this can be written as 10x x square plus 10x plus 2x plus 20. So now I can take x common from first two terms, so x plus 10, and from here also you can take 2 common, so this is x plus 10. So x plus 2 and x plus 10 have come as factor of x square plus 12x plus 20. Therefore now you can write x cube plus 13x square plus 32x plus 20 as first factor was x plus 1, second factor is x plus 2, and third factor is x plus 10. So this way we have got the factors of this cubic polynomial. Now we are starting with algebraic identities. I just want to mention first important thing, that all these properties have come from distributive law that you have done in class 6, class 7, class 8, class 9 also you are going to do in class 10th, or you will also do in class 11th, in class 12th. Everywhere, in every class you will study this distributive law. What this law is, that A bracket B plus C, you can do AB plus AC. So I'm just going to show with a few identities that the identities have come from this distributive law, and some of the identities I can ask from you also to just verify. So let's start with this. You can see this x plus y whole square equal to x square 2 plus 2xy plus y square. You have done this identity in class 8 also. Now, but I'm going to prove this, how this has come. You take LHS as x plus y whole square. You know that if it is x into x, it can be written as x square. So simple way, This x plus y can be written as x plus y, x plus y